It is time now for us to dive on deep into a great conversation with the Port of Shelton, and I've got Wendy Smith and Dick Taylor in studio with me. Good morning.
Good morning.
On this Flag Day.
Yeah, happy
here,
Flag Day.
the middle of June, General Aviation Appreciation Month.
Yes.
An exciting
my
month.
thunder.
I'm sorry
No,
I
that's
did, but
okay.
it's one of the topics we're going to be talking about here today. So give me a lowdown. What is General Aviation and how should we appreciate it?
Well, it's proclaimed that June 2017 is General Aviation Appreciation Month, and I just wanted to highlight some of the things that General Aviation does. As you know, we are a general aviation airport, and it just brings significant income.
Sure.
Economy grows. So some of the highlights just for
Attention to the community. Yeah.
Absolutely. So for Washington State as a whole, Washington is home to public use airports serving an average of 17,953 pilots and 9,973 general aviation aircraft annually.
Wow.
It's pretty big. Public use airports support 248,500 jobs, $15.3 billion in wages, and $50.9 billion in total economic activity.
That's a lot more than I think people would understand about that.
Right.
That's a lot of big numbers.
It is a lot. They play a vital role in states' response to emergencies and natural disasters, and many communities depend on it for the continued flow of commerce and tourists.
Sure.
It's home to 44 charter flight companies, 105 repair stations, and 34 schools, provides 1,795 jobs, and there are 55 fixed-based operators in the state. Those are typically located at airports such as ours. Kapowsin is currently our fixed-based operator. They typically run the operations of the airport in a general aviation environment where there's non-tower, there's presence really there. So they sell the fuel. They if somebody needs a charter, they kind of negotiate all that stuff. So. This proclamation was in conjunction with, there's numerous aviation organizations, and we're lucky in Washington State. We have a really great contingency. We have a lot of people involved. So there's the Washington State Aviation Alliance, Washington Airport Management Association, Washington Pilots Association, Washington Public Ports Association, which we're members of, as well as Washington Airport Management Association. As well as lots of other seaplane pilots, Washington Community Airports Association. So there's just tons of them here in Washington.
Yeah.
And these are all a part of this General Aviation Appreciation. So
that's really neat.
Pretty exciting. It's pretty good. And here in Mason County and at Sanderson Field, we have over 100 hangars that we lease, and then there's privately owned hangars.
And they're full, by the way.
Yeah, our hangars are absolutely full.
Totally full.
And people really enjoy and appreciate our airport. It's quiet. That's why Kapowsin can be here, because the general aviation population is there, but they're working with the jumping community. It's just a really unique setting, and it's a good one. So
there's a lot of check marks I heard when you were talking about that, Sanderson, the earthquake and the emergency preparedness.
Yep.
I mean, you
Saw
guys
that.
are right there on the forefront of that one.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
well,
so
that's an exciting one. General Aviation Appreciation Month.
Yes.
What else is going on? What things going on in the marina? How's the webcams? People using that? You get any numbers back on this?
No, not yet.
You get the analytics.
We're still
or
working
whatever?
on the marina camera.
That's right. The airport camera.
camera's up, and hopefully people know that and they're using it. Just right, dead center on our website. But as far as the marina, the exciting thing going on there is our maintenance crew have finished their dock building. So they did a section. Can't remember how long. It's like 70 feet of dock section that was really dilapidated and broken. They've made and built those. Now the next step will be to get them down to the marina and to float them, and then see what needs to happen after they float them, and then eventually put that in, which will be a little bit of juggling.
That's
they'll
a big
have to
project.
take
move
the
some houses.
pile of hoops, and so it'll be some juggling around, but it'll be a good.
Yeah, it'll be a vast improvement over where we are today.
Cool.
Yep.
Both aesthetically and safety-wise.
Yep.
A lot of folks will then be able to will maybe watch that progress on some of the park benches that we talked about last week.
Oh, yeah. Anytime.
Enjoy some nice, beautiful views out there at the marina.
Yeah.
Huh,
Yeah,
very
super.
cool. Who's the visitor you got, Dick?
Well, my visitor her name is Chahan Rank.
Uh-huh.
She's 19 years old. She's from Turkey. We call her our Turkish grandmother,
Yeah.
our granddaughter.
Uh-huh.
Her mother, 30 years ago, lived with us when we were in Turkey. She was a university student, and she lived with us for a year and a half, ostensibly to improve her English. Yeah, but it ended up improving our Turkish, I think. But anyway, her mom then subsequently married, and we were able to be at her wedding when that happened back in the early 80s. And so John's here. Well, she was here when she was 3.
First time back then.
Yeah,
huh?
this is the first. Her parents were here. The only thing that she could really say when she was here the first time was at 70 miles an hour on the freeway, she could see a sign and say, McDonald's,
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Hey, that means marketing words, right? International.
And she told me today that she remembers McDonald's, but it wasn't because of the hamburgers, it was because of the playroom.
Oh, yeah, well,
With the big bubble,
For sure.
bubble playroom that they had.
got to
she
stop
still
off at those.
Yeah, got
How long is she in town for?
She's in for 6 weeks.
Oh, so plenty of time to bring her on the air.
Yeah, we can bring her in. Yeah, we got her laughing in here now. Yeah.
That'll be a good thing. Well, cool. We'll take a pause on next week's visit, and then week after that, 28th, come back and talk a little bit more about port business. How's that sound?
Can I make one more
Please.
comment? Our regularly scheduled meeting on June 20th is actually going to be canceled. I'll send out a notice, but just for anyone that typically comes or cares, we have 2 commissioners that are not able to be there. So
Okay.
we will have, and of course July 4th would be our next meeting, and it's a federal holiday, so we typically won't do a meeting on that, but we are
you guys
scheduling.
Are taking lots of breaks.
Yeah, we're scheduling on July 5th, so
Okay.
I'll be
That'll
sending
be
a
it, July
special
5th.
meeting notice out on that.
Well,
but-
we will make sure that information gets out as well. Cool. Okay. Nice. Thank you.
All right.
you.
Let's surface on out of here.